So Jesus claimed to be the Son of God, and everybody understood that because even when he was on the cross in Matthew 27:43, you find them saying that, yeah, get on down there. You was the one talking about that you were the Son of God. That's right. They knew that he claimed to be the Son of God, and they understood what that meant. Let me show you. In John 5, they say this. Well, we read this. For this reason, those being the religious leaders, tried all the more to kill him. Not only was he breaking the Sabbath, but he was even calling God his own Father, making himself equal with God. So they understood. We understand Son in a different way. By the way they understood Son, they understood that Jesus, by calling God Father and implying himself to be the Son, is actually saying that he is equal with God. Amen, 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 amen. When Saul declares Jesus to be God's Son in the synagogue, he is saying, you know what? That man y'all we went ahead and crucified and killed, that was God in human flesh. He is saying unequivocally that Jesus is God in human flesh. He is saying that Jesus did not record equality with God as something to be grasped because he already had it. Amen. Come on, when you read Philippians 2, you just let it go. He doesn't regard equality with God as something to be grasped because he already had it. Amen. He has always been equal with the Father. He is saying, Paul is saying without hesitation that in Jesus the fullness of deity dwelled in bodily form. Yeah. And church, what Paul preaches in the Damascus synagogues is what each of us must consistently confess as children of God. This is what each Christian will and must consistently confess concerning the person of Jesus Christ. This is not just theology, but this has to be the very heartbeat of our souls. Jesus is not simply a moral teacher. Understand me, modern understandings of Jesus want to take away his deity. They want to humanize him in a way that he is no longer divine. That's right, that's right. Jesus is not simply a moral teacher. He was not merely a great example for us to follow. He was not merely a great philosopher and ethicist. But church, he was God, a very God, and he was man, a very man. He was the Word made flesh. That's right, that's right. Jesus was and forever will be God incarnate. That's right. Listen, there's dust sitting on the throne of heaven right now. There is dust. There is humanity sitting on the throne of heaven right now. He did not put it on for a second to take it off, but he still is God in flesh. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Amen. Amen. Listen to me, church. You are not allowed to waver at this point. You are not allowed to stray from this core tenet of the faith. For the minute Jesus becomes less than God, you have ventured outside of Orthodox Christianity. The believer will never confess anything other than this. We hold fervently that Jesus is the eternal Son made flesh. We know that if we make him less than this, it makes his sacrifice inadequate. That's right, that's right, that's right. The minute you take away his deity, the minute you take away the God and the man, if you don't have this combination, this 100% God, 100% man, when you take away his deity, what you do is you make it to where his sacrifice does not have the infinite value enough to wash away an infinite debt. That's right, that's right, that's right. We know that if Jesus is not God, then he is infected with Adam's sin and cannot be the sinless sacrifice that we need in order for our sins to be redeemed. That's right. Church, Jesus must be the eternal Son of God, or else we cannot be and are not saved. Right. Blessed be God that what Paul confesses is what we all confess. And what we all know is that Jesus is the Son of God. Right.